Good morning to the beautiful people of Wentworth Falls. We are up here in the valley of the Waters car park, and the reason for this video today, a couple of months back I was sent a link about the 10 must-see waterfalls up in the Blue Mountains. And my friend asked me, how many of those 10 have you been to? And I had visited 9. There was one on that list that I have not been to, and that's the one we're going to hit today. It is called Asmodeus Pool. I hope I'm getting that pronunciation right. The last time I was up here would have been back in 2019 when I did Empress Falls. I had no idea about Asmodeus back then. It is slight drizzle today. We've got 3 explores. This is the first of the triple treat. Belsie's just in the dunny over there. And we're going to start heading down the staircase. It's a kilometre in and a kilometre out, so it's not that hard. But the walk back up, I think, is going to be a little bit harder than the walk down. There's a few picnic tables here. Not much of a view. We've got the fog set in. This is where we're starting the walk from, the conservation hut. We did get a couple of pictures here 6 or 7 years ago. I think it may have been from that sign down there. Valley of the Waters. What a beautiful area. Can't see too much from this viewing deck, eh, Belsie? It's just all a whiteout. Nothing down there. We've got a number of joggers and walkers. Just hang on before we head down, Bells. We'll take a few pictures of these signs with us standing next to them. So that's what this is all about here. Valley of the Waters track, Queen Victoria Lookout. We'll do that on the way back up. Empress Falls and to the National Park. See how it doesn't mention the pool that we're heading to? It's a beautifully maintained track, this one, so we shouldn't have any problems. We have taken the desired shots from up here at the conservation hut. So this is closed off at night, eh? There's a gate here. This is when track temporarily closed due to conditions or works. National parks. Bloody national parks. So we have a shortcut track towards the left here. See, even Empress Falls is an hour return. And it's rated as hard. On the research I did, it was easy, moderate. Here they rated hard. Surely it's not hard. It's a beautifully maintained track. If you're going on that it's uphill and that's what you consider as hard, that's ridiculous. Or maybe they mean all the way to Wentworth Falls. Yeah, they might mean all the way to Wentworth Falls because it's 5.6 kilometres and 13.1 all the way to Scenic World. Last time we were here, we were lucky enough to see the canyoners coming down Empress. It looks spectacular. Let's rock and roll, Belsy. When you do head down this track towards Empress, it is straight down. It's a nice climb back up again when you have to return to the car park. But on a 14-degree day, you're not worried about things like that. This is the temperature that I live for. Winter is the season that I love the most. You start off nice and cold. When you get out of bed, you're freezing, put some clothes on, get out of the car. When you're on these explores, as soon as you walk for 5 or 10 minutes, it is the most enjoyable time of your life. You warm up real quick. The air is so fresh. Forgive me if you can't see too much. I have changed the settings on the camera for a cloudy day, but being a cheap little Panasonic Lumix FT30 from about 10 years ago, it's limited in its capacity. Hear that water, Belsy? Asmodeus pool, I think, will be flowing vigorously. I might have to pull the flashlight out so we can see under these awnings, the rock overhangs. So this lookout here, we will stop in at when we're returning. I just want to make it to the pool before anyone else is there. We start to wind down again. Look at that drop. Amazing. I think we'll leave the snaps, honey, till later because it's very misty and foggy, and these lookouts might be better taken once it lifts. Don't you love a steep staircase? Without these steel ladders, you'd have Buckley's chance getting down here. There's no way in the world. This is going to be a huge elevation gain when we're coming back up. Look at the side of that mountain. Maybe from here, Belle, take a pic of the side of that mountain there. The cliff face looks incredible. Now look, doesn't it look great? How sturdy are these cases? The view getting to Asmodeus is pretty spectacular even before you get there. So I believe this waterfall that we can hear down here, that's Empress. That's where they canyon down. I've got some great shots from 7 years ago there. No, that doesn't look like it. No, maybe it is. Yeah, I'd say it is. It's a beautiful waterfall. One of my favourites up here in the mountains. This particular track has to be one of the best maintained tracks I've ever been on. Real sturdy guardrail. The steel staircases are rock solid. This is the part down here we have to continue forward instead of turning left down to Empress. I've got the flashlight out to light up our way through here. So this is the sign that they tell you to look out for. Valley of the Waters track. So you're heading back towards the conservation hut this way and all the way to Gordon Falls, which is another place I've been to. Yeah, without the flashlight here, we wouldn't be able to see a thing. Remember they spoke about the picnic table, Belzy? Oh, yeah. So here's the picnic table and another waterfall in the distance they mentioned on the intel we secured. We might get some video and pictures of this area when we head back down again. It's just too dark. The nature track. See if we can get a pic of this with me shining the light on it. Centre it, darling. Come right in the middle of it and look down on it. Got it? Okay. Now we start heading up the hill and we are looking for stepping stones. That's where a lot of people might get confused. If you're hunting for this pool and you get to the stepping stones, it's there where you need to bank left. But before that, I think there's a creek crossing. How dark was it down there? It's incredible. You know that truck that was, the track that was behind the car, Belle? Yeah. I'm pretty sure this leads you back up to where I parked the car. But we're going to return the same way so we can take in those lookouts later on in the day when the fog is cleared. Number 2. What does that mean? Marker 2. is that if you get lost, you can phone through and say, I'm at pole number 2, come and get me. It could be it. Well, why are you giggling? Beautiful tree. Oh, yeah.
2 legs and...
The 2 legs, and he's
thingy, you know.
had a look to the left and seen Belle coming up the hill, and he's got quite excited.
Yeah, things to see.
Yeah, your dirty mind. Although I've got sunglasses on, so I can't see a damn thing. It's the price you pay for trying to look cool in pictures, having to wear sunglasses all the time. Got a bench seat here. Lura. Now it does say to cross the creek. Nature track circuit. Do we continue up or go across? It's a little bit confusing. I think we need to be down there. Back where? Yeah, I'm not too sure. I do know that we need to be on the nature track, so maybe we should go up there. This.
How come we've just missed that whole falls down there?
Yeah, we're not going to those falls. It's a different one entirely.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a different one entirely. So this heads up. I think keep on heading along that nature track. It's a nice drop down here though. Look at that. Freaking gorgeous. Yeah, let's keep on continuing along the nature track up there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because this is taking us to another.
Well, let's go on a lure that way, so I think we'll head up this way. So let's head up here. If the directions are right. And the next thing is we're going to have to cross the creek. There should be some stairs visible on the other side. Shouldn't be too hard to spot. So whatever you do, if you get to that point, don't make the mistake of going up that way. That way takes you up to Lura. So if you do happen to do that, you're going to have to come all the way back down again and follow this. So just have the creek on your left as you're walking along. We just saw a couple of bushwalkers that have come down from Lura. See how far the railing goes up there? Look all the way up the top there. And they headed up this way as well. When you look down and look where we are here, it doesn't look right. But the intel says nature track circuit. One thing you will notice as you start to head down is the roar of the water is getting closer and closer. As we predicted, we're going to come level with it in a second, and this is where we're going to have to cross it. You might get a little bit wet, Belzy. You might going to have to piggyback you. Had a bit of rain this week. Take a pic through here, hun. Take a pic. Look at that. There's a canyon through there. Look how deep and dark it is through there. Come from here, you'll be able to take the pic. Hello, how are you? Not too bad. Yeah, get a picture of there. Okay, this is where we cross the creek. This makes sense now. Walking track closures. Okay, so there's the stairs, honey. We are close now. We are real close. So this is where the Empress Canyoners start from. You want to, hey Belzy, you want to see if you can just hop on this rock here? And just grab a picture of this sign here. Take your time. No rush. All right, just hang back, Bells. I'll give you this camera. Well, that's a moving rock. That's a little bit dangerous. The water's not that cold, actually. Now, our other secret surprise is up there. We're going to do that on the way down. There's another little secret surprise behind there that you don't know about. So head up the stairs. So we'll do that on the way down. I'll let you know what it's called once we get back down here. Our mission, to begin with, is Asmodeus. So you should find some stepping stones here across a creek and look to, hang on now, I'll get it in front of you, and look to your left. No, don't bother looking down there. That's for after. That's for on the way home. So I believe it's only a couple of 100 meters from that crossing. There's your stepping stones. And what you need to look for here, ladies and gentlemen, those who want to come and visit Asmodeus, is a large boulder. We're going to be heading up there, Belzy. I want to see if I can see that boulder from here. There it is. You're going to follow that up there. Yeah. So there's the boulder there. So it's a grotto, a plunge pool, hidden behind there. So don't continue up the stairs. because you're going to miss it. Turn left at the Lillian's Glen sign. I might walk up the water if it's not too deep. You just be careful heading up there. Well, it does get rather deep there, so I'll head up here. It looks like someone has tried to cut some steps in here a while ago. Are you alright? Be careful, it's just freaking slippery here. Yeah, I'll hold you here. Even the mud here looks rather slippery. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Head up this way. I don't think it's up there. I think it's around here. There was a sign here. This section of the national park is closed for visitors' safety reasons. Penalties apply. Wow! You ready for this? Unbelievable! I think we'll get you on the little sandy beach first. And who would have ever thought, crossing those stones down there, that you'll see this? Let me just turn the camera off and get Bells up in there safe, because it's very slippery. I've just got Bell in safe to the sand here. I'm going to try to make it filming in there. It's not that hard, but the rock beside me is very slippery. You've got a tree stump here to boost yourself up on. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. Look at that tree that's fallen directly across Lillian's Glen. What do you think, honey? Beautiful. Stunning. We sure picked a good day to come and visit this pool. Absolutely stunning. All right, we better start heading back because we've got another couple of explores to do. And there is one other place down here that I want to get to. And then a couple of lookouts on the way home before we get back to the car. All right, let's see how easy it is getting down to getting up. Very mossy, which makes it a little bit slippery. Now there was, see, people have headed up there as well, unless it's where the water comes down. So I came up from here. Let's see if I can head down here. Alright, you wouldn't even know it was there from these stepping stones. I would listen out for the sound in that grotto in there. What a beautiful, beautiful spot. So I can now say that I've visited all 10 waterfalls on that link that's posted to my Facebook page. Stunning. Alright, we're going to head back up here. Hi, Belzy. We're going to head back up there, and there's one other little place that I want to visit before we head back to the lookouts. And that's it from down here at Lillian's Glen and Asmodeus Pool, which is hidden up behind that boulder. We're now going to retrace our steps back to where we crossed the creek. And there's one little, I'm not quite sure if you'd call it a waterfall. It's called Floras Bath. F-L-O-R-A-S. Floras Bath. It says to get back down on the creek here. Maybe people will come down this way. Is that where the creek is there? Huh? But is that where we cross the creek? Okay, so let's get down here. It looks like people have made a track to it. It just says to head upstream a little bit, and there's something called Floras Bath. No, it's not this one. There's another little track, yeah. Maybe it's down a little bit further. It's definitely not this one. I think people are just walking down from Lillian's Glen and making it back up to the track this way. Oh, there it is up there. Wow. No, straight ahead. You see it? How do we get up there? Yeah. I think that was the right way. Can you head up that way and can you cross the creek or not? Okay. There it is up in there. So they call this Floras Bath, Belzy. Floras Bath, F-L-O-R-A-S. Hang on. It might be slippery. Let me come across with you.
I reckon maybe.
Yeah, over here. You can see some dry patches there.
Yeah.
Give me a hand. Which one?
That
I don't know how slippery it's going to be.
one. Oh, you reckon that way and then go
Yeah,
over the rock?
I think over this way. I think if you can, hang on, let me just see how slippery it is. Step over to here. Yeah, that one. Can you? Yeah, that one and that one. You sweet? All right, hold on. Now let me give you the camera.
Oh my God, that's that one.
Yeah. Give us your hand, I'll get you across there. Just don't know if it's slippery. Are you okay? All right, you work your way up there nicely. I'll get up the creek. How beautiful is that, huh? We've had two beautiful waterfalls today. Well, one's a bath and one's a pool. But they've both got water flowing down them. Well, this one's a cascading one. Look at that. This is beautiful. There's more to see here. It's more open. The other one was rather dark.
Yeah.
You can head up here. It's rather dry.
Oh, God.
Magic. Absolutely magic. Just to step back a little bit. There you go. Look, there's steps coming down it. See how someone's cut steps? I wonder how hard it is to get up there. You reckon it'd be slippery?
You go up the side.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can head up the side there.
I'm going to go down here.
Yeah. Maybe people do get on top of it. Yeah, there's steps going up there. It looks pretty safe. Although these look very, very slippery. No, it's not bad. Not too bad. Wow. Do you know how many videos I've seen where people have fallen down a waterfall? If you type in on Instagram waterfall falls, there is some pretty horrendous accidents. Huh? If that's why it looks like I'm taking it slow, I bloody well am. Because I can see what's coming. If I fall straight down here, I'm not going to be working for 6 months. And with my job being so physical, if I don't look after my body, there goes my livelihood. That, my friends, was Floras Bath. We are now going to take in Empress Falls Lookout and then culminate into the Queen Victoria Lookout before we head back into the car and start the second explore down there at Wentworth. No matter where you are at the bottom here, every vantage point is superb. Did you? You didn't take any panoramas on the last adventure, so I'm glad you took some today. I'm just going to pan around with this in the background. I always put time limits on these explores. We've got to be down here at this time and back at the car at this time. It never works out, ever. We always spend much longer than we should. Honey! Belzy! Has she crossed the creek or not? I don't know if she's gone back up that track again. Surely she couldn't have crossed it this quickly. Maybe she did. Surprising. She was complaining about how sore her knees were going up all those steps. All right, that's the way home up there. Let's rock and roll. Do you remember how dark it was through here in the morning? Look at the light now. No flashlight needed anymore. I might be able to get a clear image for you guys to read of this nature track sign. The glare off the flashlight might have been a little bit too much. pause the video if you're interested in reading that. No mention of what this waterfall is. We'll just call it the Nature's Track waterfall. Everyone's engraved their names here. God, you gotta love the bush. Sorry? No, you gotta head up. So we're going to Empress Falls Lookout and then back up to the car. So just pull into that lookout just at the top of the stairs there. See if the cloud cover is cleared. So we're back heading towards the Conservation Hut Cafe, where they make the best chat potatoes with sour cream and sweet chili sauce I've ever had. Now I don't know if it's the same cook as there was 7 years ago in 2019 when I had that from the menu, but it's one thing I remember eating that day that was absolutely delicious. Well, here's the undercliff. This is rather dark as well through here in the morning. Oh, another thing I should mention that a lot of people aren't aware of. In every one of these videos, if you look in the comments section, you'll find a comment that's pinned. It will have a link. Every video of mine has pictures of the day out, a music picture slideshow. Some people, if they don't want to watch an hour video of me talking, you can click on that link. It'll send you to my other channel, which is star_scream, and those videos only go for about 5 or 6 minutes. And it's very much like this. All the pictures are in order from start to finish. They are made for TV. So if you have YouTube on your TV at home, on your smart TV, definitely watch them on that, because we tend to take our pictures landscape and not portrait, and they're so clear from the Google Pixel 5 camera that I use. The images on a TV, as long as you've got fast internet, like you've got decent internet, are perfect. So be mindful. If there's a video that you've watched in the past of mine and you thought, wow, I wish I could have seen some pictures of so-and-so, they're probably there. Just go back to that video, click on the comment section. It's pinned, so it'll be the very top comment. I noticed when I just premiered my Mooney Creek Bridge Lookout Explore, I had no idea that a guardrail with no view would be pushing up towards 10,000 views. It's one of my best videos where I've narrated. Problem is, there's only 67 views on the pictures, and that picture slideshow only goes for about 5 or 6 minutes. So if you happen to watch this video and you've seen that other video, the Mooney Creek Bridge Lookout clip, go back to it, click the comments and get onto the link so you can watch the snapshots, the Polaroids I took of that day. Okay, Empress Falls Lookout. Tree, I know, hanging off. Looks like the antler. Some antlers. Oh yeah, I think that's bark falling down, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's bark. Oh no, it's a tree cracked. It's split in half and it's landed on the other one. There's Empress Falls right there. Definitely need some pictures from here. The cloud, the mist, the fog has lifted. Oh, we've got a bit of sun down there. Have you noticed that?
Beautiful.
Mega Long Valley, I think. Absolutely stunning. One more look out after this one, and we are done. Look at this tree here that's cracked. Just up from Empress Falls Lookout, which is straight down there, you'll come across Queen Victoria. You can hit these either way, going up or going down, but we did them going back up again. Is there any view?
It's quite a nice view.
Is there?
Is there any view?
Is there? This one's probably better than Empress, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this one's far better. And the reason why I did them on the way back up is because I want this video to be uploaded on YouTube with Asmodeus Pool and Floras Bath first. That heading I wanted first. I didn't want the lookouts. So this lookout is Queen. It's Queen Victoria, yeah? Stunning. Stunning. There's Mount Solitary, I think, in the distance. Wow. Yeah, we've gone all the way down there. I don't know how far we went down before we turned around back in 2019. We didn't do the entire loop to Scenic World, but look at that cliff line. Never gets old. Let's see if we can jump around this guardrail without Belzy saying too much, because she doesn't like me doing stuff like this. I would have put the lookout here so you can see the drop. What a magnificent drop that is. You can see a bit of a cliff collapse back up there. It's a little bit of a waterfall coming down the mountainside. Look at the flowing hills. You can see where the river runs down there, the creek. It's a pretty impressive lookout. Got a cave in under there. Did you do a pano, Belzy? Well done. Last few steps to the Valley of the Waters car park. And we can hear some music in the Conservation Hut Cafe. People are enjoying some morning tea. Still not as cool as I want it to be. I want it to be a lot colder than this. It's rather humid. Oh, it smells nice. And there you have it. So thanks for joining us. As I said, this is the first explore of 3 today. We're going to recuperate in the car and head off to Woodford. So Belzy's just taking a break. She's got a few more stairs. We'll see if this lookout has much of a view. In the morning it was just a whiteout. Not much of trees. I think when it was originally made, these trees would have been a lot lower. Okay, that's it. From Belzy and myself, from up here at Wentworth Falls, thanks for joining us. Until we see you on the next adventure or explore. Adios. Bye, Belzy.